Hello, good morning, and welcome to episode 83 of the Dream Wager this Friday, October 15th, 2021. We got a great show in store for you, and we're bringing the heat this Friday. With Dylan back on call, Elvis and I will be joining him to talk all things sports gambling. Elvis, my man, Dylan, my mother, how are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. Beautiful Friday morning. Feel good Friday. October, crisp day. Ready to get this show on the road, make you guys some money.
That's right. Elvis, how you doing?
I'm excited, Joe. I'm excited. I'm ready for the ALCS. Most likely going to Game 3 on Monday, so might have to miss Monday's show. But I know you guys wouldn't mind if I'm in attendance there.
Not at all. Hey, you might see my cousin. My cousin's gonna be going to that. So hey. We're going to recap Thursday Night Football that took place last night. Stay on the gridiron with picks for both the NCAA and NFL. You know, combat sports will be on full display with UFC Vegas 40 and Bellator 268. And we'll end the show with some of those MLB playoff picks. So let's get the show on the road. And, boys, I got to leave it up to you because, unfortunately, I had a 12-hour shift. I didn't get to see the game. But let's see what you guys had in store for us. How did the Thursday Night Football look?
I'll take it off, Dylan. I'm gonna be quick about it. Last night, I was tight. I was mad. It was straight bullshit calls. Not calls. Bullshit outcome. With 3 minutes left in the game, 3 minutes left in the third quarter, the Bucks are up 28-7. I repeat, 28-7. Tom Brady's moving the ball. Playoff Lenny's running the fuck out the ball. I'm gonna be honest, he's running the fuck out the ball lately. So shout out Playoff Lenny, Thursday Night Lenny, whatever you want to call him. He's
Thursday Night Lenny, great.
And for some reason, the Bucks offense just stopped, you know? Somebody made a call. Some owner had the franchise, Billions, on the plus 6.5, because the Eagles just happened to start marching back. And when I tell you the Eagles ended up scoring once again, these dudes go for two.
They went for two.
Joe, they go for two. No need to go for two now. You know.
I mean, I get why they went for two.
No, I don't get nothing.
Listen. If they didn't get it and they come down and score because, like you said, they were scoring in the previous drives, they still had a chance to score and go for two and tie the game. But if they got to, which they did, and had a chance to score again, they only needed to kick a field goal to win the game. I get why they went for two. Still fucked us. I get you, but I get why they went for two.
No reason to go to two. You tie the game, you go to overtime if you think you have an opportunity to win the game.
You play to win the game.
But you always be chasing those 2 points. You'll be losing that extra point.
With 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter against the GOAT. Your defense needs to make a stop before you go to two.
They're 3 for 3 on 2-point conversion this year. So now they're 4-4. So they've had success. So why not continue to roll with it? I'm just being devil's advocate. You just mad because you lost.
We all lost, but
yeah.
that doesn't change the fact that something happened last night that was possibly rigged, and I'm upset about it.
Oh, so you think sports is rigged?
Not sports. I just think last night was rigged.
Thursday night.
There's no way.
National television.
Tom Brady and playoff Lenny and my man O.J. Howard just stalled like that.
Yeah.
True.
And in the third quarter, no, they were moving the ball.
Yeah, Philly couldn't stop a nosebleed there.
The other reason why I also think last night was fixed. Tom Brady's over-under passing yards was 297.5. Joey, do you know what he ended up passing last night?
297.
Spread was 6.5. They went for 2. Lose by 6.
And another one, he had 3. His over rushing yards was 1. He had 3 rushing yards, and he took those 2 kneel downs.
Instead of kicking a field goal just to end the game, you want to kneel the ball.
Talk about how sharp these Vegas line makers are.
No, you could be sharp when your boss makes a call. You don't need to be sharp. You could have put 37-point spread.
I knew the Sharks were in the water. That's why I didn't want to run a parlay last night, so I kept my bet straight. The under in the first half hit at plus 100, but Tampa Bay covering the spread did not count, so that didn't hit for any of us, boys.
No, this is the second time on Monday night, 6.5 fucked me by the hook, and on Thursday night, the hook fucked me again.
Dang.
Now, Tom Brady is 0-11 in his last 11 primetime games
against the spread. That's right.
Wow,
I saw that statistic.
So crazy.
Nah, but last night was bullshit.
Yeah, it was a good game, and it was a good game in the first half. They came out fire blazing. I was like, oh, they're gonna win by like 21, 28.
Yeah, even Jalen Hurts looked in the first quarter.
Yeah, they just couldn't score,
he was running
and they couldn't stop anyone.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I thought it was a good game overall. I thought Jalen Hurts looked better in the second half, and you're right. The offense for the Bucs just kind of stalled in the second half. I don't know what it was. Tom Brady missed a couple throws. I'm telling you,
they made a call, bro.
Yeah. Overall, the game was fixed.
Yeah, so we'll get back into the gridiron there, but let's jump into the combat sports world, and we'll kick it off with Bellator 268. It's going to be headlined by Vadim Nemkov taking on Julius Angelikas. And, man, Ryan Bader's on the card against Corey Anderson. We got the return of smooth Benson Henderson taking on Brent Primus. And the first fight of that main card is Henry Corrales against Vladislav Parubchenko. And in that one, I got to take Parubchenko, money line at plus 105. Surprisingly, he's an underdog in this. Henry Corrales has 6 losses on his record. Parubchenko only has 2. I'm going to go with the guy with the better record in this, and I've seen him fight a couple times. I think he's pretty impressive at the featherweight division. And being a money dog, you know I love plus money. I got to ride with him, so give me him at plus 105. And then we'll go right into the fight like I mentioned before that. Though it's the return of smooth Benson Henderson, man, Brent Primus, man, he beat Michael Chandler. He's beating a lot of top names. So I think he's actually more primed, Brent Primus is, to fight and be ready to win this one. So I'll take Primus via decision because, you know, Benson Henderson, he is a warrior, and I don't think that he's going to go out on a shield. I think he'll be able to stretch it to a decision. He'll get it to the judges' scorecards. But Brent Primus will come out on top in that judges' decision via decision at plus 245. Give me Brent Primus. And then the co-main event, man, I think it's surprising here what I'm seeing in the moneyline odds. You got the light heavyweight champ and the heavyweight champ, Ryan Darth Bader, taking on Corey Overtime Anderson. And Ryan Bader moneyline is a plus 160 underdog here. I think he's going to shut the lights. I think he could win via submission. He could win via knockout. Or he could even shut Corey Anderson down and win via decision. So the fact is he's the most live underdog on this card, and I'll be taking Ryan Darth Bader money line at plus 160. He could do it all, and he's the champ for a reason.
Amen.
And I got the main event here. We got Nemkov taking on Angelikas, and I think you're a fool if you don't take Nemkov here in this position. He's going to win via KO TKO. He is just light years ahead of where Angelikas is. He is a proven champion, and this is part of the Grand Prix that they got running right now. So give me Vadim Nemkov via KO TKO at plus 110. I think I'm going to go across the board and hit all these fights. I'm confident.
Let's fucking go. Is Bellator on tonight?
No, it'll be on tomorrow. So it'll be following UFC Vegas 40, which I'll talk about next. And we'll start in the headline of the preliminary card. We got Bruno Silva taking on Andrew Sanchez. And Bruno Silva, my man, has been knocking out Russian fighters since the beginning of time. And I think he's going to make quick work of Andrew Sanchez. So give me Bruno Silva via KO TKO at plus 145. And he's actually a part of a moneyline parlay I got going on with Manon Fiorot, who's taking on Mayra Bueno Silva. I got both of them straight bets via KO TKO. Silva's at plus 145. Fiorot's at plus 160. But moneyline parlay will leave you at odds of plus 130. So that's what I'm sticking with. Hey,
and that's in the prelims, right?
Prelims right into the main card, because that's where the main card gets started off. So, and we got the return of the Cuban Missile Crisis, Julian Marquez. You know we love our guy there, taking on Jordan Wright. And Jordan Wright is kind of a young athlete that a lot of people have eyes on. They think that he could possibly be a star in the making, but I don't see it. He was embarrassed in his previous the last two fight. Not his previous fight. He had a comeback victory, but man, people are thinking that he's going to go on a streak. He was undefeated before then, and then he lost. He got knocked out. And I think Julian Marquez is going to, I think he's going to come ready to fight. I think he's a fighter more than Jordan Wright is a martial artist, though I always respect guys who are grapplers or strikers and they stick to the respect of martial arts. Julian Marquez is going to go there, guns a-blazing, and come out on top. And I don't know ever what to expect from Julian Marquez. He's the Cuban Missile Crisis for a reason, so I'm taking him money line at minus 250. He's a big favorite on this card.
Yeah, I got Julian Marquez in a two-leg parlay with a fight we're going to talk about later with Jim Miller, both on the money line at plus 102. They're both really big favorites, so I tried to get a little plus money. The Cuban Missile Crisis wants to get a date with Miley Cyrus. He's going to do it. He's going to go in there. He's going to fuck him up, and that's it.
And that's that.
Party in the USA.
You got that right. And, hey, I heard you say you're taking Jim Miller. Was that on the money line? Because he is a big favorite.
Yeah.
Hey, man, don't sleep on our boy Eric Gonzalez in that fight, because I think he's a live dog on the UFC card. I'm taking Eric Gonzalez money line at plus 180. I'm faded New Jersey boy, but Jim Miller's up there in age. He will break the record for the most UFC appearances, but just don't be surprised if Eric Gonzalez comes out on top. So I'm taking our boy Eric Gonzalez money line at plus 180 here.
Joey, you know your boy got to step in now. You know your boy got to step in. You know I got some live action.
Yeah, what you got?
Is Eric Gonzalez making his debut?
Yes, he is.
So you know I got to go with the Rook. Money line at plus 185, Eric Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Miller's going down. You're going to see a future champion here. Great debut. Saturday night. Catch it live. You know the channel. I don't, but I'm going to catch it. Yeah.
How dare you go against New Jersey's own? Both of you. Y'all should be ashamed.
We should be
I
ashamed of yourself.
From Jersey, but you know me, man. I got to roll the dice with the young bull. Young
That's
bull
right.
the future now.
Yeah.
Young boy, the future boy, washed up.
Hey.
Boy, washed up.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
Say that.
Yeah. Let's go to the co-main event here. We got the Pitbull Andre Arlovski taking on Carlos Felipe. And it's pretty much a pick'em fight here. I don't think Vegas knows where to lean with this fight. Andre Arlovski is kind of having a little stretch of wins here going. Carlos Felipe, I think he has a longer stretch of wins, to be quite honest. He outboxed pretty much his last two opponents. I'm liking everything I'm seeing from Carlos Felipe, but I think we're going to see a little bit of a size difference here. I think Arlovski is a little bit bigger, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think Carlos Felipe is going to actually outstrike him. I don't know if he'll get the job done within, the judge's decision, but I'm taking him money line at a pick'em fight. I have him at minus 110, and that's what I'm taking, Carlos Felipe minus 110.
You got something on this, Dill?
Sorry there?
I'm asking Dill if he has anything.
Yeah, I do. I took Andre Arlovski on the money line. Carlos Felipe has gotten a decision his last 3-4 fights. He is on a 3-fight win streak. I just think Andre Arlovski, the Pitbull, he's more experienced. He's 31-20. These people from Belarus, they're breed of different.
But the chin has gone on the man.
Yes, that is true. And like you said, Carlos Felipe, he outboxed this last guy that he just fought. So it might be a tough one, but I'm going to roll with the experience in Andre on the money line at minus 109.
Can't blame you there. There's precedent with that one. Elvis, did you like anything on that one?
Yeah, your boy got to come back at it like a crack addict. Your boy, Carlos Felipe, money line at minus 118. Come on, though. We rolling with the other dogs. We rolling with the young bulls. Young bulls is the future now.
Yeah, got to go with it, man. I'm telling you, you're going to be seeing a striking display on that one. I like the co-main event. So, hey, let's go right into the main event where Aspen Ladd is coming off of a weight missed last previous event. She wasn't able to compete against, I forgot who. It was Macy Chizone, if I'm correct. But, hey, at the end of the day, she's taking on Norma Dumont, who actually came out victorious in her last fight. But I'm thinking it's going to be all Ladd here in the main event. I think she's ready. I think she's recovered well. I think she's hydrated, and she's going to win via decision at plus 240, the best odds of the night. And that's my dream wager for the UFC.
Ooh, gotta love it.
I got Aspen on the money line at minus 138. All this criticism that she didn't make weight, people slandering her on Twitter. She's going to come back and be and exactly for people like you and just absolutely dominate Norma Dumont. Norma Dumont, she's good, but her time's done. It's Aspen Ladd. She's third ranked in the division now. It's her time. She wins this. She's right there for a title.
Right on.
Granted, it's against Amanda Nunes, so
we know.
It's gonna be over.
Yeah.
I'll be cool at the #1 contender. I don't need to fight Amanda.
Yeah, it's like lambs going to the slaughter. But hey, Elvis, you've been a sharp man. You got anything in this main event? Is anything you like?
I'll be honest. The main event's been fucking me. I don't think I won a main event all year. Like, I just been winning, so I'm going to just stay away from the main event.
Hey, it's all right.
For your boy.
That's all right. But, hey, I like the picks you put in there. Dylan, thank you for your input. That'll do it for UFC Vegas 40 and Bellator 268 and the Combat Sports Weekend. But let's get back on the gridiron, man, and we'll start it up in the NCAA. I think we're, week 6, right? We're week 7 in college football? Wow.
Week 7.
How about that? Time is flying, and I'll go ahead and just give you my pick and then go what you guys are going with. But I had to do this because I'm liking what I'm seeing here. I think I'm going to be able to get a lot of points if I do this. And I get into two-way teaser, a 10-point two-way teaser at minus 120. Putting Purdue at Iowa and taking Purdue plus now 21.5 points. And Oklahoma State taking a trip over to Texas and taking Oklahoma State, who's undefeated, ranked higher than Texas, but they're getting now 14.5. They're getting the 4.5 now. I'm pushing them up to 14.5, and I'm pretty comfortable in sitting there at minus 120.
Love it. I have a play tonight, a little action tonight. Cal plus 14.5 against Oregon. Top-ranked Oregon, but Oregon just lost their running back and their DB last game. And Cal is a great road team as an underdog. 11-0 ATS as an underdog in their last 11 games. And Oregon is 0-7 in their last 7 games as a favorite. 0-3 as a favorite in 14 points or more. Give me the fucking 14.5 points with Cal.
A lot of points.
My other, I have 3 more games. I'm taking Sparty. I got to keep rolling with Sparty.
Given the points?
Minus 4.5 against Indiana. And I think, Indiana is 0-4 ATS against FBS schools. They beat teams like Wagner. No disrespect to Wagner, but they're not Michigan State. Michigan State's going to rag them, and they're going into a bye after this. So I think they're ready for it. I'm going to lay the 4.5 with Michigan State. My 2 other plays, I am taking Texas A&M minus 8.5 against Missouri. Missouri's 0-6 ATS, and Texas A&M is coming off their huge win against Bama. They have no problem scoring points against the Tigers, so I'm going to lay the 8.5. And then my last play, no really reason, I'm going to lay the 16.5 with Texas Tech against Kansas. Kansas might be the worst team in the world. I was going to say country.
The world.
The world.
Yeah. Kansas is 1-5 ATS. They're just awful. So can't back the Jayhawks. They're a basketball school. Red Raiders, baby. 16.5.
Gotta love it.
Your boy ended up going 2-0 last week. So, I'm gonna try to go 2-0 this week, but no promises now. No promises. So your boy right back at it. I'm taking Smarties, rolling with Dylan, but I'm taking them on the money line just to play safe on the money line. And then Dylan gave me he told me, he was like, he don't like this pick, but guess what? It could be a high scoring night. The band is gonna be marching. The crowd is gonna be pumping. I'm taking Tennessee money line at plus 125. Gotta love it.
Oh my God!
Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss.
Wow.
Lane Kiffin. Gotta have a dog this week now. Gotta have a dog.
That would be an impressive win.
Like I said, I went 2-0 last week. No guarantees, but I did go 2-0 last week.
Hey,
This has a Heisman candidate, Matt Corral, in quarterback.
True that, but they are at Tennessee.
Because he's the only 10 I see.
We got to leave it off that.
All right, I love it, boys. And now we're sticking on the gridiron like we have been. We'll go right into professional level, the NFL. And I'll just go ahead and give you what I got. I only got a two-way parlay that I'm running this weekend, guys. So basically,
plus money, Joe. You gotta love it.
Plus money, but I'm also doing them as straight picks. So I guess in all actuality, 3 picks total. So everything that you hear from me, you run it straight and you run it as a parlay. So the two-way parlay that I have at plus 464, Arizona at Cleveland. I'm taking Arizona on the money line at plus 155. I see it. I see them coming on the top. I don't know why we're doubting Arizona. I think it's a good football team. I know they're taking a trip over to Cleveland. Cleveland had stayed home, and they had that loss, that close loss against the Chargers. But I think Arizona could do it. I just like everything I'm seeing from them. I think they're gonna ride this undefeated streak for a little bit. And if they beat a Cleveland team, I think that says numbers, speaks volumes. And let's go to the next one, and it's Los Angeles Chargers taking a trip to the bank. And Baltimore is sticking at home, man. And I think they're going to be asleep at the wheel here. Los Angeles Chargers is a good football team. Like I'm saying, I don't know why these guys are underdogs. Maybe Vegas knows something I don't, but I got to fade Vegas here. Give me Los Angeles Chargers money line at plus 121. These are straight bets there. And like I said, the two-way parlay leaves your odds at plus 464. Let's go, boys. What you got?
Let's go. I have four single plays, and I have three two-team 6-point teasers. Gonna be quick and easy. Packers minus 4.5. Packers have covered 20 of their last 27 meetings, covering 17 of their last 20 in Chicago. I think it was kind of a wake-up call for the Packers. The Bengals taking them to overtime. The Bears are 30th in the league. That's last in yards per play in the league. Rodgers is going to be ready. I'm going to lay the points 4.5 with the Packers. My second play, Chargers plus 3. I agree. I think this is going to be a letdown spot on a short week for the Ravens.
Short week.
I saw them. They were asleep at the wheel for the first 3 quarters, and you can't do that against a better team like the Chargers. They're going to take advantage of you. Justin Herbert is playing on an elite level right now. So I'm with you. I think they're a live dog. So I'm taking them plus 3. And then my third play, how about them Cowboys against the Patriots? Minus 3.5.
Ah, Elvis.
Only team 5-0 ATS. I'm gonna continue to ride the ride. I know they're going to Foxborough. Fuck it. I don't trust Bill Belichick anymore. So I'm gonna lay the 3.5 with doubt. And then my last single play, I got to roll with the best team in the league right now. I'm going to lay the 5.5 with the Bills. I don't think Tennessee is – that whole division is trash, but Tennessee just doesn't look that impressive to me. They haven't really shown anything that's like, whoa, they're good, besides Derrick Henry. So other than that, I trust Josh Allen and the boys to get it done on the road. So I'm going to take 5.5, and those are my 4 single plays and my 3 teasers. Rams down to minus 3.5 with the Chargers plus 9. That's 1. Then I got Bengals plus 2.5 paired up with the Packers plus 1.5. And then my last one is Chiefs minus 0.5 paired up with Cowboys plus 2.5. Think they're all fucking locks. Let's go.
How about that?
Nice. Though, like those teasers there. Let's roll right with it, boys. Let's ride with it.
Let's go.
How many do you have?
Who, me? Like 7 or 8.
Let's go.
Teasers, so like 8 plays.
Let's go.
So I'll be taking the Green Bay Packers minus 4.5 against Chicago. Like Dylan was saying earlier, Chicago, I don't know what's going on, but Justin Fields, I don't think he's just at that level yet. It's going to be hard to move the ball on that defense. So expect Green Bay to win big in Chicago. And remember, my boy Aaron Rodgers loves Chicago now. For some reason, he loves playing there. Mm-hmm. Cincinnati, money line against Detroit. Detroit, they just find a way to lose. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, they have tough losses, but they always find a way to lose. Even though if it's a historic kick, something, they find a way to lose. So I feel they're going to end up losing this game as well. So I'll take Cincinnati on the money line. Dog of the week, Chargers. I think we're all rolling with them, right? Chargers. Plus, I called it early at plus 160. I think Joe got it at plus 121.
This morning, I believe.
Any odds. Plus money, got to take it. Chargers, behind the Bills, might be the second best team in the AFC. That's my opinion. So
yeah, I agree.
Next, we got the Cardinals at Cleveland. This is a great matchup here, 4-5 lead. But I'm gonna have to take Arizona on the money line at plus 154. Kyler Murray, I told you guys at the beginning of the season, I didn't have that much confidence. I have all the confidence. Cardinals is a real deal team. That defense is for real. Kyler Murray, he's a top 5 quarterback. He's in the MVP conversation. He's having a season. Let's keep rolling with them.
Great
Cardinals,
minds think alike, Elvis.
line. Denver, Teddy Two Gloves. I'm surprised they didn't have a play on this with what's going on in Oakland. They in shambles right now. I don't even know who's their coach. So I'll be taking Denver on the money line at minus 176. Denver's back at home. Teddy's 2 weeks off from the concussion, so he should be playing a little better. Raiders, I don't expect much for them, especially after I saw last week in Chicago. That was just pitiful. And I think this week they're going to come out with the same lackluster energy. So
hold up, Elvis, before you go, I was thinking about taking Denver, but then with all this, it was just like, I thought this was going to bring the locker room closer together, like us against the world mentality. So I thought maybe the Raiders could have sneaked out. So that's why I laid off this game.
I feel you. Raiders lost 2 in a row. Kind of fading. Might be frauds. We'll see. This upcoming pick I have for you guys, I'm only making this pick for one reason. It's because I went 0-2 yesterday. So I got to pick a winner. I got to build my record back up. So I'll be taking Dallas Cowboys money line against the Patriots. I know it hurts. It hurts to me to see that. It hurts, but I ain't laying the points like Dylan. Yeah, but I'll be taking the money line. Just money line. Dak Prescott, he's looking great. Zeke Elliott, he might be a blast from the past. Zeke Elliott is running the hell out of the ball. He's top 5 in rushing. Who would have thought? Pittsburgh against Seattle. No Russell Wilson. Sad to see. I think Geno Smith going to be at the helm. So I'll be laying the 4.5 with Pittsburgh. I'm going to be honest. I just got no faith in Geno Smith. And they're not the worst defense in football, but they're a bottom 5 defense in football. So I can't trust it. Sorry, Joe.
Season's over.
Not it. Yeah.
Season's over.
And then I'll be taking Buffalo. Dylan said minus 5.5. I ended up catching it early, so we both on them. I took them at minus 4.5. Like Dylan was saying, Tennessee just hasn't been impressive all season. I ended up taking them to win the division because that's what I think they'll do. They're in a shitty division, but I don't expect them to get too many wins. I don't expect them to make a deep playoff run. I don't know. I don't know if it's defensively, if it's Ryan Tannehill taking a step back. Not sure what it is. Derrick Henry's still running the ball, but Buffalo is the best team in the AFC, so I'll lay the 4.5.
I think it's game plan, to be honest. I don't think Mike Vrabel's the best game plan coach. I think he's a good motivator, but as terms of the game plan, I think they are a little lackluster.
And I think he's a little better as a D coordinator. He gets those boys rolling. He has a good scheme on defense, but offensively, I think they lack a little.
Ooh, I can see it. You just feed the beast. Keep throwing it right to King Henry. That's what I'll do.
It ain't that hard.
Yeah. And then to end it off, I got a 2-way 6-point teaser. I'll be taking Kansas City minus just a half, and then the Rams minus 4.5 against the Giants.
Nice.
Gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
I love that.
Hey, I love that. And boys, let's get on out of here. I think we had a very concise episode today. And
we got some baseball now.
I was about to say, before we get out of here, you got any MLB playoff picks? Because I'm gonna tell you what I got. I got the Red Sox money line at plus 120.
Wow.
Let me just continue by saying, Joey, I love the energy. I love the pick because it's a lock. Dylan, he's gonna learn one day. If Dylan keep making the decisions he's making, he's gonna go broke. That's all I'm gonna say.
Beantown's Title Town.
I'll be taking the Red Sox money line at plus 120. Stop playing. Chris Sale on the mound. I don't care. We in Houston. We in Fenway. We in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It don't matter. Red Sox. We on a mission.
Let's go.
Dylan, what you got to say?
You got anything?
So it's hard to pick. It's between one cheater team and another cheating team.
Wow.
So it's like I don't know, but I'm gonna go with the the cheaters of the Houston Astros on the money line, -138.
You voted for Rob Manfred to be the commissioner, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm a big Rob Manfred guy.
You're a lawyer, Rob. You're a lawyer.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
I also lean the under. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think pitching
Chris
is.
Sale's pitching.
Oh, fuck Chris Sale.
Oh, he's going to shut him down.
Yeah. I do lean under 8.5. I think that's a big number for an opening game. I know the Astros bats have woken up a little bit, but I just trust Astros a little more. 5 years in a row to the ALCS. They're doing something right there. You ain't cheating. Try it.
Oh, get out of here.
I'm going with the cheaters.
We got to end it on
kids.
that.
Any kids out there, don't listen.
Don't listen. That's not a good way. That's not the way.
Hey, I'm out here in Cali by the Bay.
No, you're not.
Go swimming then. Go swimming.
Oh, man.
I can't.
Fellas, I think we had a great episode. For everyone that stuck with us to the end here, you can follow us on our social media platforms. Of course, you listen to us anywhere you got audio. YouTube, we have it on iTunes. That's podcast. We have it on Spotify, Stitcher. I mean, just anywhere you can find us. And we appreciate all the support you're giving us here. So please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you, everyone, and best of luck this weekend. Take care.